Hi Mini Masters, and welcome to the October 14th for our book You're a Monster and You Know It. This is how to make a couple of different kind of monsters. So the first thing we're going to do is make a monster out of a coffee filter. So there's two different ways you can do this. We're going to do it the less messy way, but I'll kind of tell you how to do it a messier way. So an easy way to do it would be to take a coffee filter, get yourself some crayons and some googly eyes, and then some glue, and then some scratch paper. Any color will do. I'm going to use some blue. So what you do first is you want to make sure that your coffee filter is flattened out all the way, and then you can start coloring your coffee filter. So I'm going to use some crayons. Crayons are the easiest ones to do. It'll actually be a little bit easier and less messy. And then you can also decorate them right away. Now, if you want to use markers, what you can do with markers is you can draw color on here with markers, and then you can actually use a spray bottle to spray it down, or you can use a little water droplet to put little drops of water on it. But what you have to do with that, what you have to remember is it's going to be really, really wet. So you can't do anything with it right away. You have to let it dry out in the sun or let it dry overnight. Sometimes you can use a hair dryer if you are impatient. But that is another way to do it. It makes all the colors blend together, and it makes it look kind of like a watercolor painting. But in this tutorial, I'll just show you how to do a quick version, and it doesn't have to do any drying. So the other way is a fun way to do it too, but this way is an easier, not as messy way, and you don't have to let it dry. So you're just going to kind of pick your colors out with your crayons, color it all over. I kind of did a willy-nilly kind of colors on mine. So that's my monster body. So then I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to find myself some googly eyes. And this is a monster, so he's going to have some eyes that go all over the place. So it's probably better to have, thick glue can probably work for this. But I'm going to put like a cluster of glue right here, because it's a monster, so my monster is going to have some weird looking eyes. So I just put a cluster right there. Find some googly eyes. Here's a googly eye like that. Oh, here's a couple small ones, kind of like a spider. Ooh, they stick to your fingers too. There's some. Here's a little bit bigger one. You can put right there. Here's an even bigger one I can put down here. So I have it almost looking like a spider, my monster. Let's put some more over here. These are kind of a little bit bigger than those tiny ones. Might want to use bigger ones for little fingers. Here's a good size right there. And maybe one more just for fun. Put it right there. So there you have it. There are all my eyes. Kind of looks like a spider monster, right? There we go. That one was stuck to my finger. So that's our eyes. Woo, it's kind of creepy, huh? So then you take some scratch paper, any color that you want. So I have some blue on hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some arms and legs. To do this, you just need to cut out a thin rectangle of your color. And I'm going to do 4. You can mix and match the colors of the arms and the legs that you want, but I'm just going to make it simple, and I'm just going to do 4 of the same color. And now here's a trick. You can make your arms and legs straight up and down like this, but what I like to do is do what's called an accordion fold. So I put all 4 of them together, and for little fingers it might be easier to do it just one. But you do the accordion fold. So you fold a little bit like this. See how it's folded like that? And then you fold it down. So you're folding it so it looks like that when you unfold it. So you fold it here, and then you fold it back, and then you fold it here like that, and then fold it back. So you come out with, that's called an accordion fold. So now I did it all 4 at once, so now I have all 4. But you can do it one at a time to kind of learn how to fold it. So you fold it forward, backwards, forward, backwards, until you get something that looks kind of like that. Then you can finish up by putting your little accordion legs. There's 1. There's 2. Well, you know what? This is a monster, so you could always add as many little legs as you want. Legs or arms, or you can make horns. There's 1, and there's 1 over here. Ta-da! And you can also put it on the back too, so they're not just sticking up like this, but just to be a simple little monster. So again, another way to do it is using some markers instead of crayons, and then you get it wet with a spray bottle with just some water. But then you have to let it set overnight, or you can dry it in the sun, because you have to be very dry for you to do the next part, which is to add the eyeballs and your arms and legs. So then you can also do it like I just did and just use some crayons, so you get yourself a fun little monster that you can hang in your window and scare some people for Halloween. So there you go. Thanks for coming, Mini Masters.